Now it's all about how to take your scuba license to rent scuba dive and get the insurance, because this is actually what it's really about. It's about insurance, it's about being able to go diving, and you can sign the papers and you will not be in trouble. And of course, it's also about learning all the skills and all that stuff. But the scuba certification is your way into being able to go diving where you live and wherever you are in the world. It's not about plastic cards. I mean, you can have all these cards and all these certifications, but there is absolutely no way when you are in trouble you can just dive down into one of your cards and say, oh wait, hang on, I got this certification, so everything is fine. It's all about your skills. It's all about what you can actually do as a scuba diver. That's why I think the most important thing when you're trying to figure out how to do it is to find a good instructor. That's the most important thing. An instructor that's really into teaching you to be the best version of the diver and the best diver team member you can be. That's the goal for your education. And so find the right instructor. Ask your friends, ask other divers, ask on forums, ask everywhere. And say, is there any instructor you can point out? And say, yes, that's the guy. Go to him, go to her. That's absolutely a way of doing it. And team size is very important when you are going to your training, because there's a huge difference. If you are 4 divers on the team taking this certification, or if you are 6 or 8 divers on the team. Even though there might be an assistant instructor on the team, it's not the same. And if the mixed team with the children, again, even though there are extra assistants on helping out in the training, I would go for a smaller team. 2 persons is perfect, 3 is fine. 4 is okay, but don't go for bigger teams than 4, I think, because suddenly it gets too crowded and you don't have that much time to figure out what's actually going on. One thing you should consider as well is how much time do you have to take your scuba diver license certification thing, whatever it's called, because you'll do a lot of study at home. Everything is done digital now, so you do a lot of studying at home, you go to the test, and then the diving starts. And is there an instructor you can call while you're doing all this digital stuff, or is the instructor just saying, hi, and popping up on the day, or is there some lessons beforehand you can join? That would definitely be a plus to consider. And then how much time do you have for skills? If you are a group of 6 persons and you can see you have like 3 hours in the pool and then you have 6 sessions afterwards in open water, it isn't very much time for you to be a confident diver and a good member of a team doing that. So time is definitely something that's very important, and when you combine it with the team size, then it's suddenly very, very important to consider that. Another very important thing is, where is the training taking place, especially now with the COVID and stuff like that going on. I mean, if it's cold water and we are supposed to do all the pool or the confined on the coast, and the water is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 degrees, I mean, you will have like a maximum of 1 hour in the water before you're really freezing cold. And then you have to go up, get warm, get back in again. And I mean, that would really be a problem if you have a long ride and we cannot get inside where we are taking all this. So where is it actually happening? Is there a swimming pool where you can do this, or is it, ask them. And if they don't know, I mean, it happens. Oh, we'll figure it out. We'll go somewhere. Then you start thinking, okay, I'll look around. And it is important that you really get some clear answers. And I would prefer if the answer they give you is, oh, we are starting in this area and the next day or next dives will be in this area, and then we take you to this area. So we have different sites, because if you're just being trained in one place, low water beach, starting at 3 meters, then moving to 5.5 meters, and that's all your scuba education. No, I think you should go for some real dives with the instructor and have some different ways of getting in and out of the water and have some different training in that way. So, and then there is the price. I mean, that's very easy. You find the cheapest, most inexpensive place and you say, no, thank you. Don't go for the price. I mean, this education is so important that it's not about 50 euros less or more, 100 euro. It's about how good training can you have for your money and how confident will you be afterwards. And ask them for the price if you want to have some extra training, or come back a week after and say, could we do some of these skills again? And I have some questions and all that stuff. So actually go for someone who using money on hiring proper instructors and having all the right gear, because a low price comes with low quality facilities. I mean, as far as what I've seen, there's a very clear connection. So don't go for that inexpensive, cheap places. The last thing I would consider, or one of the last things, are actually the organization. Should it be PADI? Should it be SSI? Should it be CMAS? Should it be... there are so many different organizations, and all the big approved ones are actually good as long as they have a good instructor. So, and all the skills, when you compare the big ones, are very similar. There are a few variations, but I mean, afterwards you'll be diving in a mixed team anyway. When you're going somewhere, you will be diving with people from other organizations. I'm actually cherry picking myself, taking training from 4 different organizations. If I want to have this trainer training me in exactly this thing. Audrey is my cabin side mount trainer, because I'm going specifically for her as an instructor as it is right now. So I've changed around and started with side mount with another guy called Ben, very high trained, high skilled instructor. But I'm moving around, looking at the persons, not the organizations.